Hello, Andrew, stuck in Russia. So I just got a message from my boss. President Putin has given us a vacation from May 1st to May 10th. Okay, which is going to be a kind of cool thing, but in my job, it's not because school year ends in the end of May, and I have a lot to prepare my students for their final exam. And now we're not going to be working for 10 days. And also, I lose a quarter of my pay. So I wrote to my boss, and she's like, "Yeah, I agree. It's not right, um, but there's nothing we can do about it because President Putin has made this decree on this mandate." I'm like, in America, you can only shut down jobs in like national crisis, a national pandemic like we've been going through. But it's not about that. It's not about coronavirus. It's just about, oh, we're going to celebrate May 1st and May 9th. And so all you people can't make money during these days. You can't work and you can't make money during these days. It's so ridiculous. I'm so annoyed because really, I had a lot of plans. I had to prepare my students for their final exams, and President Putin just makes a decision and we're all closed down. And I was like, that's ridiculous. Uh, like, in America, no one can tell a company to shut down and close down, except during coronavirus or something. But that's not what it was about. So stupid. Now I have to figure out if my students agree, we'll have classes online and all just because it's kind of random. What Putin wants, Putin gets, and everybody just like bows down to him as if he was a czar, and he's certainly not a czar. Okay, but they bow down to him. This is what Putin said, and this is we must agree to what Putin said. Okay, so yeah, and I haven't seen my kid in 2 weeks, and that sucks. And I was planning to okay, Easter in Russia and Western cultures sometimes are a different date, often are a different date. So next weekend is Easter, and I was planning to go to Kostroma. I used to always go when my parents were alive. I would go to Kostroma and spend Easter with them. But now that they've died, um, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go there or not. And my aunt, who's now was given the place and she now owns the place, she's always like, "Oh, everyone loves you there so much, and they all want to see you, and I want to see you, and all that." My other aunts come from all over, even from America. Uh, but I haven't seen my kid in 2 weeks, so I talked to him, and he's like, "We're gonna hang out next weekend, which is Easter weekend." I'm like, "You're sure? You promise?" Because the last 2 weekends I haven't seen. It's like, "Yeah, of course, of course." I'm like, "Okay, then I'm not going to customer because what's more important for me is to hang out with you, spend time with you, than to spend time with all the people that like me but aren't as important as you." And so hopefully, yeah, we'll hang out next weekend and celebrate Easter together. But I don't know, of course, everything had changed so quickly. But yeah, kind of avoiding my aunt because she expects me to come there for Easter. And I was debating about it whether I'm gonna go there or not for Easter. Uh, for one reason, I'm not religious. I pretended to be religious for my parents' sake, right? And I did everything they wanted me to do and everything. And even though they knew I wasn't really religious, but you know, I was a good boy for my parents' sake. But now that they're dead, though, I have no reason to pretend anymore. And I'm not a believer, and I don't believe. I like Easter as a ancient spring festival where it's celebrating spring, and I don't have to go to Custermont to do that. And also in Custermont, it's really sad to see where my parents used to live and their bedrooms and where they used to sleep and everything. It's sad, and I don't know about other people, but my parents are dead, and I don't want to think about them, even good memories. People say you should think about good memories about them, and but no, it's like I don't want to because it just makes me sad to think about good memories about them. And the same thing with my son. If I can't see my son for a couple of weeks, I don't want to think about him because it just makes me feel sad. It feels more sad thinking about him and the good memories we had together. And so, yeah, and customer, of course. So I'm glad that my son made the decision for me that he's going to hang out with me next weekend. Hopefully, I don't. Uh, I put 80% chance on it. So yeah, but it's weird that a president can just say nobody is going to work for the next 10 days, despite how much you need to work or what you have to do. No, and my boss just like and just went under and said the president said we cannot work. That's so ridiculous. That's so stupid. I wrote to her. I'm like, this is crazy. You know, it's the end of the school year. I need time with my students to prepare them for their end class. No, the president said we cannot work. Okay. So crazy. So ridiculous. So, yeah. Happy coming Easter, or actually, everybody in the Western world had Easter already. But yeah, for Easter, for me, is an ancient tradition, spring ritual. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't really have much to do with Christianity for me anymore. My parents are dead. I don't have to pretend. Okay, goodbye from Russia.